Get ready to have your minds blown, because today we're counting down the top 20 high graphics games you absolutely need to play on your Android and iOS devices in 2025. From stunning open-world adventures to heart-pounding action games, this list has it all. So, let's dive in. Warship Mobile 2, Naval War is a game that promises high seas action and strategic battles. The graphics are pretty impressive, with detailed ships and realistic water effects. The controls are straightforward, even for those new to mobile games. Warship Mobile 2 offers both PvP and PvP modes, so there's something for everyone. In PvP, you'll face off against other players in intense naval battles. Overall, Warship Mobile 2 is a fun and engaging game that's perfect. Static Shift Racing gives me serious vibes of Need for Speed Underground 2. Okay, it's not exactly the same, but it captures that spirit. I was honestly surprised by how much I enjoyed just being in the game world. The racing itself is a good mix of arcade and sim, not too realistic, but not completely mindless either. I love spending time in racing games tweaking my cars, and Static Shift Racing delivers on that front. Honestly, if you're looking for a mobile racer that scratches that nostalgia itch and offers a cool atmosphere with Game of Thrones, Kingsroad. I got a chance to peek at this upcoming Game of Thrones, Kingsroad, and let me tell you, I'm very optimistic about it. Visually, I'm blown away. The graphics are genuinely impressive. The world they've created is huge, and the prospect of exploring Westeros on this scale is incredibly exciting. As a big fan of the show, I immediately felt at home with the story and characters. Deliveries, zombie driving MMO. Deliveries is a unique blend of driving, shooting, and survival, all set in a post-apocalyptic world overrun by zombies. Imagine this, you're a pizza guy, but instead of cruising down quiet streets, you're dodging zombies and blasting them with your sweet ride. It's wild, chaotic, and so much fun. You can upgrade your car, customize it with sick weapons, and even team up with other players to survive the zombie apocalypse. The graphics are pretty cool, and the game Dream Road Online definitely gives off some strong Assetto Corsa no Hesi mod vibes, and that's a good thing. The first thing that grabs you is the visuals. I mean, for a mobile game, it looks fantastic. You can play both online and offline, so whether you want to test your skills against other racers or just chill out and practice on your own, the option is there. However, the number of cars and tracks feels a little limited at the moment. I'm hoping the developers add more in future updates. If you're looking for a high graphics car driving game, then give this game a chance. Assoluto Racing is a well-crafted mobile racing game with a strong focus on realism. You actually have to think about braking, cornering, and managing your speed. The game offers a decent selection of licensed cars, which is cool, and the customization options are pretty deep. The graphics are sharp, especially the car models. Assoluto Racing is a challenging and rewarding racing experience that's definitely worth checking out. Truckers of Europe 3. If you've ever wanted to experience the life of a truck driver, Truckers of Europe 3 is the perfect simulator for you. This game puts you in the driver's seat of a realistic trucking experience, delivering cargo across stunning European landscapes. What really makes this game stand out is its depth. You'll manage everything from fuel consumption to vehicle maintenance. As you complete deliveries, you can use your earnings to upgrade your truck or even build a fleet. It's a rewarding progression system that keeps you motivated to keep driving. Ashfall. I've been keeping an eye on this new mobile MMORPG called Ashfall. It's set in a post-apocalyptic world after a mass volcanic eruption, and from what I've seen, it looks absolutely stunning. You'll be scavenging for resources, building settlements, and battling other survivors and mutated creatures. Of course, with any mobile MMO, the big question is always pay to win? Hopefully, the developers find a good balance between in-app purchases and organic progression. Sniper Elite 4 Mobile is a great way to experience the thrill of the series on the go. While it's not as in-depth as the console versions, it captures the core sniping gameplay well. I especially enjoyed the mission variety and the satisfying X-ray kill cams, even if they're not as detailed as their console counterparts. It's a shame it's iOS exclusive, but if you're an Apple user and a fan of the series, Off-Road League Online. I've been searching for a truly realistic off-road experience on my phone, and Off-Road League Online is the closest I've come. The way the trucks handle, the way the suspension reacts to the terrain, it's genuinely impressive. Sadly, this gem is currently only available on iOS. I'm crossing my fingers that they bring it to Android soon because this game has the potential to be the definitive off-road experience on mobile. If you're on iOS, Bright Memory, Infinite Mobile. I finally got to play Bright Memory, Infinite, and I really love it. The first thing that hit me was how cool it looked. The graphics are amazing and the action is just non-stop. You're basically a one-woman army, switching between guns, swords, and even mind powers to blast through enemies. I have to admit, the story wasn't the most original, but it was still fun to follow. If you're looking... Radiation Island is a survival game where you're stuck on a radioactive island and you have to survive. The first thing I noticed was how amazing the game looks. The island feels alive, and the areas are really cool to explore. Building shelters and making tools is a big part of the game, and I enjoyed figuring out what to craft. One thing that was a little annoying was managing my stuff. The inventory system could be better. It felt a bit messy. The fighting can get a bit repetitive and the story isn't amazing, but if you like exploring a beautiful and dangerous... Mortal Kombat Mobile is like a pocket-sized arcade machine, packed with all the blood, guts, and glory of the classic Mortal Kombat games. You start by collecting your favorite fighters, from the icy Sub-Zero to the fiery Scorpion. Now, here's the deal, the game is free to play, but it's filled with those pesky microtransactions. You can spend real money to unlock new characters, upgrade your fighters, and speed up your... DriveX Car Crash Simulator. DriveX is kind of like a pocket-sized BeamNG where you can mess around with cars and see what they can handle. The graphics are decent for a mobile game. One thing I really appreciate is the level of customization. You can tweak various settings to adjust the driving experience, from steering sensitivity to suspension stiffness. While it's not as in-depth as a full-fledged PC game like this will really help you. You can't avoid. Solo Leveling Rise is an action RPG that boasts impressive graphics. While the story, likely based on a webtoon, might not resonate with everyone, the game offers engaging action and cool fights. It's free to play, making it worth a try if you enjoy action-packed mobile games. Kark's Drift Racing 3 is a solid drifting game that offers a lot of content and replayability. The graphics and physics are impressive. The best thing about this game is the multiplayer mode. You can race against other players from around the world and see who's the best drifter. However, the game can be a bit grindy at times, especially if you want to unlock all the cars and upgrades. If you're a fan of drifting games,
target, that's keeping fighting. Identify tank, burning up.
MWD, Tank Battles is a solid mobile tank game that offers a satisfying experience for fans of the genre. This game looks absolutely sick, the tanks are super detailed, and the explosions are just insane. It's like you're right there on the battlefield. If you're into tanks and online multiplayer, you've got to check this out. Just be prepared.
One shot, one kill.
HeadOn, bodycam shooter game, HeadOn is a mobile FPS game that uses a body cam perspective, which gives you a unique view of the action. The gameplay is simple enough, you move around with a joystick and shoot with your finger. But it can be a bit hard at times, and the controls might take some getting used to. The levels aren't too long, and there are different enemies and places to fight in.